slow line. What is EAG for what? I'm just curious. This is new one.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, they work with the apartment complex to help them get money back on the project through the
Oh,
utility
you want
company.
The rebate stuff?
Yeah.
So who are you, by the way? Just curious.
Yeah, here's my card.
What do you do?
Well, the utility company needs to make sure like how old it was if they give certain money back. So I just verify with photos and send them the photos.
You are what?
I'm an inspector for the PSE&G program for the utility company.
You work for the utility company.
Yeah. And Shlomo, who works with the apartment complex, I guess to hire you guys to come out here and do this.
Okay.
He wants this to go through the program to get some money back. So if I get photos to say this is the old and this is what's getting fixed on it, then PSE&G will pay money. So I just come to take the photos to give them to the contractor. That's all.
So got it. No, I'm curious. So your job is inspector.
Yeah, to pre-inspect. So basically I usually go out and do a whole building inspection and then say, oh, you can upgrade the air conditioning. Oh, you can upgrade the boiler. But in an emergency situation like this, because the boiler's down, I'm assuming, right?
Well, no,
Yeah,
You have
so-
to get it back on, but you know.
Yeah, so they want me to get some information on it just so they can say, okay, it's this year old and we're putting a new, more energy efficient one in. And if they put a new one in that's more energy efficient, then they'll give money back on the project.
I know about the program. Okay, so PSD is what?
We're a contractor for PSE&G, the utility company.
So you are independent contractor working for.
We're hired, we're not an independent contractor, we're hired to do the inspections. They don't have their own inspection people at the utility company.
So you how many people go around and check all this stuff?
For PSE&G, for this commercial program, me and 3 other guys.
That's it.
Yeah, for the whole state.
So got it. So you work statewide.
For the utility company, just for PSE&G. So only in PSE&G territory.
Okay.
So that way they say I saw it and I say, yep, it was old and needed to be replaced, and then PSE&G will pay the rebates and stuff, you know?
Got it.
So
The money comes from PSAG.
from the utility company. Yep. Yeah. So
So got it. Anytime I want, I can call you, or I gotta go. How does it work?
So basically, we typically work for like the trade allies, like the contractors. So probably your company works with EAG. Does that name not ring a bell? Energy Analysis Group, Shlomo Heidelstein.
Yes.
Yeah, that's who called me and set me up to come here, Shlomo Heidelstein.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you could work with anyone.
I work with any of the trade allies in the program. Yeah. So any one of them that's.
How can I be in the program?
How do you get in the program? If you shoot me an email, I'll get you application so you guys can be a trade ally. And then you find an apartment complex that needs work, and then we verify it, and then we'll figure out how it gets the rebate money back to your company and you. Yeah.
So this is the email address.
Yeah, we got the email address right on there.
Got it. So, but you can help me only in New Jersey.
It's only in, New Jersey and only in PSE&G utility. So no Atlantic City Electric, no NJCPL, no South Jersey Gas, just PSE&G.
Is this also in all other states? The programs?
Other states have similar programs. The one I'm working is just here, is just for this utility program. But our company does programs like this for other ones. I just only work for PSE&G for this program. So I work with the trade allies, like the mechanical contractors like you, so that way I'll come say, hey, you tell me, hey, I got this building with an old boiler and they maybe need insulation and this and that. So I come out, I take some pictures, verify, we put it in a software with you, okay, that says this is how much savings it'll get, and then they're paying back on the savings, okay? And they also do for the client, you can do like on-bill repayment, where they can like pay back on the bill, and so PSE&G will pay you for the job, and then the customer will pay back PSE&G.
What type of work?
Any mechanical work, insulation work, water heaters, boilers, furnaces, air conditioner replacement, just about everything mechanical. Bathroom fan replacements, there's all kinds of stuff. If you're doing like a full project where you want to do the whole building and replace and do everything, You know what I mean?
Everything with the program.
Yeah, if it's energy efficient, it's trying to make things more energy efficient and save energy. So if it's things in the building that we replace that save energy, that's how it gives the money back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll usually go out and do a whole building like, Matt, I got a building. I want you to look at this building and tell this customer what we can do for them. And I'll come and look at the insulation, pipe insulation, boiler replacement. Let's look at the unit. Let's go in some tenant units and see what they got here. Can we replace LED bulb? You know, we'll look and see what we can do. And then you guys can put together a contract and say, well, we'll do this, this, this. And then PSE&G will tell you how much back.
What is the requirements, what we need?
As a trade ally, as a mechanical contractor, there's a form.
Everything the application.
Yeah, there's an application form. Yeah.
But I will see in the application all the requirements needed.
Yeah, if you send me an email, I'll email you a copy of the application form.
And in the application is all the requirements over there.
Yeah, like it'll tell you what your business, you know, may need insurance and stuff like that. And yeah, so you'll fill all that out. You send it back to us, okay, to PSE&G on the email address that it says. And then the girls in the office, they'll go ahead and review through, reach back to you and contact you and get you guys set up in the program. Because we have a list of trade allies of like, in other words, if I go out, sometimes I just get called by the apartment complex, right? Like they want to know. And then they say, who can I work with? Well, if I know that ML Mechanical is in this area and it's a boiler replacement, I'm going to look at the list and say, well, here's a contractor I can recommend. You can call ML Mechanical. They're in this area. See how that works? All right.
I got three.
So it works both ways. Like you bring me work and I'll bring you stuff. You know what I mean? You find apartment complexes that need energy upgrades.
How is the payments working? How does it work with payments?
So the utility company has funds to put into energy efficiency. So they have a pool of money that they utilize for these rebates. And they have to give it out to the customer somehow. So this is how they make sure nobody's stealing it and just taking it. And so, yeah.
I have a question. Question is on this. Let's say this boiler job is $100,000, for example.
Yeah.
So they will get the funds before we do the work, or the work has to be done and then. Who is the bank, basically? Who is funding the stuff?
Yeah, it depends on how you want to do it. You have options, okay? You can do the work and then get rebated back by PSE&G. They can do, if the client fills out the paperwork, like your tenant here, you're the apartment complex owner, fills out the paperwork to say, we'll take this on, PSE&G will pay you for the job, okay? If it's a big enough job, they can actually dole it out in sections of payment, so that you get X amount of the payment up front, you know what I mean, out of portion, then you get another 25%.
Because the customer say, I want my pocket full, I don't want to take anything out of my pocket. That's why I'm curious, I want to know how it works. But you say, it could be like in payment, so they will fund it.
Yeah, exactly. So in other words, you as the contractor will get paid by the utility company. The utility company will bill the customer. Okay, and they're going to break it out on their bills because they get an electric bill every month. So it'll be the electric bill plus X amount of dollars you owe us every month for the project, and then that's how they recoup their money back from the client, you know. And so they pay you out for the job.
They pay back all the money. They don't give anything for free, basically. It's just a way how to have him in the
well, you won't get the whole thing for free. It's like it depends on the therms and the kilowatt hours saved. There's like 10 cents and 20 cents pretending, you know, it depends on certain areas like low medium income areas, you know, will get more back and stuff like that. So I don't get too deep into that. I let that happen, like the office does that application part. But yeah, to give you a general idea.
But most of the money the customer will have to pay back most of the money?
I mean, it depends on the project and how much they save. I would say the average of maybe getting like 25% off the project kind of thing. Like it's significant, you know? And on a $100,000 project to get 25,000 back is pretty good, you know? They'll take, in other words, if it's a $100,000 project and they save $25,000, the customer only pays $75,000 and pays it over 5 years on an on-bill repayment. You get paid immediately from the utility company in full. You know, unless it's a certain big project where they say, we'll give you X amount here. They might have me come out. They're doing this thing like, say you have a project that takes months, okay, and you need like part the money, and they give you part the money. I might come out and say, yeah, he's working here. They're getting things done. Give him the next part of the funds. Do you know what I mean? And then that's how it works. If I come out and you haven't been here and done anything, then I'm like, hey, we're not going to, you know, where's the money? What happened here? You know, so that's how it works. So, you know, if you email me, and then I'll get you an application, and then you guys can, you know, you'll get in the process. There's only like 40 approved contractors right now. Nobody's really, it's a brand new program. It was just kicked off in like November, so it's brand new. Okay, so you definitely can get on board still. And then when we know where you work and what work you'll do, water heaters, boilers, furnaces, you let them know what you do. And then when we have the leads and say, hey,
So let's say someone calls me, the boiler is down, the boiler is busted. Can I call you immediately
and I can come out and get the pictures and everything.
within a day?
Yeah, usually within a day or two, I'm pretty available. I'll come out. Yeah, you work with me a little bit to get the time and everything. I have other appointments,
No.
so.
Let's say it's not gonna happen all the time.
Right.
Let's say now the guy called me. It's 18 degrees outside. The boiler is down. We need a new boiler by tomorrow.
Right. I can't help you install the boiler, but that's on you. But I can get the pictures so we can notify the state of the program and what's going on, okay?
Yes.
So that we can look forward to doing that. And what we would ask you to do is, okay, you got to have them, whoever the owner is of the apartment, call me too. Like, it can't just be you. They got to call me and say they want to do this because you have a form as a trade ally. They have a form as a participator, okay? Because I got to get their utility bills from them, and I don't have to have it that night. But we have to get them in the system. You understand? So.
But my question was like this: I want to make sure that if the boiler is removed, there's no proof we had the old boiler.
That's why I'm here today to take these photos. If they rip this boiler out tomorrow, I was here today to say I saw the old boiler there.
Exactly.
And that's why I'm here. Okay?
Thank you very much.
No problem, buddy. No problem. I'm assuming there's no, there's a model number. Let me get these model numbers off this thing real quick here, okay? And then I'm out of your hair.
Okay.